He grew up within a family of journalists defending his homeland Palestine in European journal, reflecting the life, love, and beauty of Gaza and its people through his writings. He was also the first Palestinian independent observer for Tunisian election. It's my pleasure today to meet Mr. Issam Adwan, a journalist and a project manager for We Are Not Numbers. Mr. Issam, that person who grew up on the land that has always sought for peace, but never lives by. That going to the sea on a winter day and playing the guitar makes his day. Could you tell us more about you, please?
Sure. Thank you so much for this invitation. I'm greatly honored to be here to talk about my thoughts, to talk about myself and my experience. The introduction about myself: my name is Issam Adwan. I'm 27. I work as an English language teacher, journalist, writer, and finally, and more importantly, a project manager for a youth initiative started in 2015 called We Are Not Numbers. I have studied English language and teaching methods at Al-Aqsa University, 2011, 2015, and currently I am fulfilling my master's dissertation in translation and interpretation studies at the Islamic University of Gaza.
Congrats. Since you have a lot of readers and you have a lot of people who give comments in your writings at We Are Not Numbers, especially for when you write for life, love, peace, human, music here in Gaza, can you tell us what makes you go on such writings? So what people tell you to make you strong and go on and want to write more and more about life here in Gaza?
Yeah, that's beautiful. I mean, this is important question. Why we are showing the other side of the Palestinian story? Why we are showing that we are simply human beings? Why we are showing there is life as much as there is death in Gaza, especially in Gaza, because Gaza Strip is like considered in the media, in media outlets and in the mainstream, it is considered one of the most raised questioned towards the question how life is in Gaza, how people are living in Gaza, what circumstances they're living, and many things going around Gaza and the life in Gaza. Why we are showing this side? Why we are showing the human side of this narrative? Because it is important. It is important. We have been learning from the history of Palestine and how the Palestinians are shown on the media. As I told you, they're shown as terrorists or either as people destroyed and bombed and so on. They don't vision us. They don't show us as human beings, because this is part of our struggle. It's the struggle for life, the struggle for peace, the struggle for dignity. And they can't see that we are struggling for those unless they understand that we are simply human beings. We are fighting for love. We are fighting for life. We are fighting for a peaceful life, for example. That's why showing the other side is important. That's why showing love is important, and as much important as showing destruction, bombing, and martyrs. Those are important. I'm not denying the importance of the harsh realities and the harsh complexities of life, of the lives of Palestinians. But I'm also saying, and I'm also assuring that the message of those unfortunate scenes, it is important, but showing the other side of positiveness, of love, of happiness, of hope is also important to fulfill the visioning and fulfill the picture that is known about Gaza, that is known about the Palestinians. That's what I have been saying always, that you guys, you only know one face of life in Gaza, which is the face of destruction, the face of bombing, the face of the political dispute happening between Fatah and Hamas, and this is it. You don't see me as Issam who's playing guitar. You don't see that. You don't see Gaza as for example, the beach side, the Kurmain side. You don't see the children, the passion of children playing toys. You don't see those simple pictures and simple scenes of life in Gaza. You don't see that, but how possibly you can understand my suffering? How possibly you can understand that I'm defending those simple details? How possible that you are going to imagine that I went for the Great March of Return, for example, to protest bare souls and bodies and defending my rights to exist, my rights to return to my old village? How you can envision that without knowing that I'm trying to live, without knowing that I'm trying to hope, without knowing that I'm struggling, not only struggling the occupation, but I'm also struggling the ramifications of the occupation, the 14 years imprisonment, which affected my life on a medical level, on an economic level, on a financial level, on an employment level, and many other things. You can't see me fighting so many things. You can't see me fighting for peace. You can't see me fighting for love. You can't see me fighting for dignity. You can't see me fighting for food to bring for my children, for example. That's why showing us as human beings is really important. And I would like to quote here the book of Noor Ariqat, Justice for Some, her latest book, talking about how Israel is manipulating the international laws. But they're not actually violating the international laws, but they are working hard to manipulate by shrinking what could be defined as a Palestinian citizen, what could be defined as a Palestinian human being. They are dehumanizing us internationally, politically. They are showing that we don't deserve life. We don't deserve life throughout personification, throughout showing that we are terrorists, we are shooting rockets, we are protesting to breach the fence and kill and slaughter Jews and many other things. They don't see me as simply Islam. They don't see me as simply a child seeking life, seeking dignity, seeking peace, and many other things.
So you want to show the world that everyone here in Gaza is a human being, has his own life. He wants to enjoy his life. He wants to show the world, yes, I'm here. I want peace. I want dignity, love. I don't want anything else. And if I have rights, I have to take all my rights, because you don't have any rights to take it. Yeah, good message. I really I love that point so much. Okay, so again, as Isam, you still have a lot of dreams you want to achieve. Can you tell us some of that?
Well, this is really open question. How can I start it and how can I end it, and how long I'm going to talk about it? But let's say, generally speaking, I imagine and I live day by day imagining that my life is rounding around making the change inside of me, starting inside of me, making the change on the people that I love and I care about, making the change for the society that I care about, for the generation that I'm being in, for the society, for the country, for the cause, for the message, and for so many things, to define my existence as a son, to define my birth, why I am born in the first place. So what I'm trying to say that I'm trying to answer this question on a daily basis to figure out why I am existed, why I am living, why I'm still breathing, why, for example, the drones or the warcrafts bombed other people, not me. So there is a reason behind that, and I believe that there is a wisdom behind my existence, and I'm trying to figure out why I am here, why I am living, why I have better circumstances than the majority of my generation, why I had better education, why I had better opportunities, not only because I'm distinguished, not only because I'm unique, but because there is a reason behind this. And I'm always seeking myself, improving myself, developing myself, pressuring myself to find out the answer throughout making the change in myself, throughout making the change in the society that I live in, throughout making the change or raising the awareness about other people other than me, the other harsher experiences of people living in Gaza, living in the West Bank, in the diaspora. I'm trying to show that my voice, and we're not numbers voice as well, we are not representative of the Palestinian suffering. We are privileged. Myself, Issam, I'm privileged in so many ways. I mean, yes, I am occupied, I am sieged, I'm denied the majority of my rights, but you can't consider me a representative of the Palestinian suffering. I'm just one side story. I'm just one simple story out of millions of stories. Those are worse than mine. Those are harsher than mine. At least I had good education. I have delicious food every day. I have access to water. I have good living. I have good financial support. I have a good family. 90% of the Gazans, they don't have that. So I'm trying to show that. Don't consider me. When people, I'm always criticizing people, trying to say that Islam, you are a traitor for Palestine. Islam, you are the voice for the voiceless. We are not voiceless. We are not, I mean, I'm not representative. I'm not treasure. I'm just only one story. And me saying that story or talking explicitly about this story, that does not mean that the other Gazans are similar to me. But I'm trying to show them. I'm trying within my voice, because I have been exposed more than others, also to expose other stories, to say that the suffering of the Palestinians is not about Islam. The pains of Islam are not the only pains about Palestinians. So that's why I'm trying to figure out more ways. I'm trying to figure out better ways of delivering this message, of talking about my experience, of talking about other experiences as well, because it is important. My voice.
Yeah.
I don't consider myself. When people tell me, when people send me feedback after a webinar, after a speech that I give about Palestine, they send me feedback that Islam, you are a hero. I'm not a hero. I'm in no way can be considered so. People dying for the cause, they are the heroes. People suffering on a daily basis for the food, for the water, for the children, they are the heroes. People went to the Great March of Return, defending the right to exist. 194 United Nations, it is the 194, to defend their basic existence. They are the heroes. They went their bare souls and bodies to defend their right to exist. They are the heroes. Children are the heroes. Elders are the heroes. So what I'm trying to say that I'm denying the fact, I'm denying what could be told about myself and the existence of We Are Not Numbers, that we are important and we are the heroes. We are in no way the heroes. The people
we can say everyone is a hero in his own way. So
well, yeah, but even in my perspective, even in my thinking, in my mentality, I'm always reminding myself, Isam, be humble. You're not the hero here. Isam, be moderate. You're not talking about yourself. Isam, talk about others. I'm always reminding myself that Islam is not about you. What you are saying, the message you're raising, the points you're talking about, it's not about you. It's simply not about you. You have to talk about other people. I mean, yeah, I had the opportunity to talk about myself, but this is a responsibility. This is a huge, heavy responsibility above my shoulders to talk about other people. And this is what I'm trying to say. And this is what I'm trying to do day by day.
Yeah. It was really, really nice talking to you, and I really enjoyed talking to you. So thank you, Assam, very much for this opportunity. And you talked a lot about Palestine. I hope that we will get peace and all our rights one day. So thank you so much.
You're most welcome, Iman. Thank you.